everybody? Welcome back to More Reactions. My name is Jeff. Last night was great. If you are a wrestling fan, it was great for what it was. They did the best they could. I was in the camp of WrestleMania. Well, for starters, WrestleMania Part 2 happened last night. I was in the camp of, I was on the side of it being postponed, canceled, delayed, whatever, until we got out of this crisis. But they decided to go forward, and for what it was, I mean, they did a great job for what it was, in my opinion. The highlight to me has to be the John Cena, Bray Wyatt. I don't even know if you can call it a match, event, spectacle. It was. If you have been following if you've been around for the career of John Cena, and like I have, and if you lived through the beginning to where we are now, and then of course with Bray Wyatt's career, what we watched last night was a complete masterpiece. If you lived through the Monday Night Wars with WCW Monday Nitro, then what they did last night, I have so much to say about that. Listen, man. They basically did a love letter to the long time wrestling fans, in my opinion. There's so much, especially the hardcore fans, because there was a lot of inner talk where you have to be a little deeper than a casual fan to get what they were saying, or get the point of what was being said. It was so much of that in that listen, man, I'm John Cena, man. Listen, I'm almost tongue tied, because as much crap as we given dude over the years, after last night, I had to make some changes, man. My Mount Rushmore is now different. My all-time pro wrestling Mount Rushmore, in no particular order, was Hogan, Flair, Rock, Austin. That's the list, right? After last night, with John Cena, that performance he did, what he did for Bray Wyatt last night, I don't think we've ever seen any superstar put someone over like that at almost the detriment of themselves, in a way. Not really, but listen, man. John Cena is now on Mount Rushmore. Somebody's coming off that list. I haven't decided who yet, but I don't give a damn who your four are. He's now in that four. He has to be, man. Like, that was incredible. That was incredible. Like, and what's good and what's so great about it, it gets, like, I think I've watched it twice so far. Because I low-key fell asleep on it. I was dozing in and out watching it live last night. Then I woke up in the middle of the night and turned it on and watched it. But I was still kind of tired. So then I watched it again this afternoon. Fully conscious, fully awake. Dude, it was a masterpiece. It was an absolute masterpiece. So I'm gonna quit rambling. We're about to watch a review from What Culture. There's a bunch of reviews on YouTube for WrestleMania, all the different podcasts and blogs. So we'll look at What Culture for now and see what they're talking about. All right, let's get started.
And that is that. It is done. The first ever two-night WrestleMania is in the books. And no matter what you want to do, you're never going to be able to change it unless you have a time machine with Doc Brown. You can get in, and then you may be able to have some effect on this. Before we do get into the upping and the downing, I just want to say, whether you thought things were good, whether you thought things were bad, whether I give them an up or whether I give them a down, I just want to say to World Wrestling Entertainment and to all the wrestlers who performed here, thank you very much for distracting me all weekend. I forgot about all the craziness in the world, and from the bottom of my heart, I truly appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah.
My name is Simon Miller. If you haven't seen WrestleMania 36 Ups and Downs Part 1, make sure you go and see it first, because I've decided this is a bit like the Godfather trilogy. Look at me overestimating my own product. But it's now time for night 2. Get ready, brace yourself, because there may be even more madness to talk about here. Let's up WrestleMania 36 Night 2 Downs.
That Firefly Funhouse is so live.
We had another match on the kickoff, and it was Liv Morgan versus Natalya. And if you're wondering, how did this end? You already know in your brain, because it did finish with the most devastating move in all of sports entertainment. Bring down the count of that. It's 21, and it's 3.
I think I jumped in like halfway into the Charlotte Rhea match.
Is too many. Also here, Natalya was doing some roll-ups, and then Liv Morgan was doing some roll-ups, and I guess that Liv Morgan's roll-up was the most surprising, because Natalya was all flustered, like, oh, I don't know what's going on, and she lost after a 3 count, because that's how you lose your wrestling. You have your shoulders pinned to the mat with a 1, 2, 3. Now, to be fair, this actually wasn't that bad at all, and Liv Morgan is far better than she gets credit for, but that finish has just become irksome now, hasn't it? Sometimes it's nice to have a really solid victor and just somebody that happened to lose a wrestling match. It happens in boxing, it happens in MMA, it happens in football, it happens in all sport. You're allowed to do it in professional wrestling too. Because that, down. Stephanie McMahon and Gronkowski were back to welcome us to night 2 of WrestleMania. And I think Gronk had unzipped.
Was Gronk wearing the same thing
as
night 1?
Impression that
that's kind of
time has passed. What a strange guy. Our first proper match was then Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte Flair for the NXT Women's Champion, and I actually think from a technical standpoint, this could have been the best thing we saw on night 2.
Listen, man, they was hitting hard.
They did that.
This match was violent.
We're not going to have any crowd, and we're not going to have any atmosphere, so we will lay our stuff in really, really hard.
They was
very,
going
very
stiff.
entertaining to watch. Unfortunately, I do not understand this booking. I don't want to be a geek here too late, because I already am a geek. There's no way I can change that. But essentially, if you want to break this right now, the Generation X, Charlotte just absolutely whipped the crap out of Rhea Ripley by focusing on her knee, which did make the former NXT champion very, very sympathetic. But then when the time came, and when she felt it was right, she locked in the figure 4, she transitioned into the figure 8, and Rhea Ripley didn't get pinned, there was no creative finish here. She tapped out like a loser. Now, what I thought was going to happen at this moment was that Ripley was going to find her gusto, she was going to find her power, she was going to find her mojo, she was going to fight back, and she was going to retain her championship. But no, that didn't happen. It just ended, and it was really, 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 really unexpected. Look, I get it, I understand. WWE wants to put Charlotte Flair onto NXT so the NXT versus AEW ratings can be closer than maybe they are now. But here's a little trick, don't tell anyone. You can still put the Queen onto Wednesday nights without making her the champion. Also, double. Charlotte is now just working her way, look at me, working her way through NXT superstars and beating them. Bianca Belair, beaten. Rhea Ripley, beaten. It just gives this horrible impression that if you are on NXT and you get put into any main roster spot, WWE will have someone come along and they will whoop your ass. That is the worst kick anybody has ever seen. To me, this was just Charlotte proving that if you thought Rhea Ripley was in her league, you were absolutely wrong. I was wrong. I apologise. Very, very sorry. I did make a mistake. I can't remember if I can down it now because I don't sleep for 48 hours, but it does get a down. And again, it's such a shame because this was
I didn't understand the booking of this
match. Next up was Aleister Black versus Bobby Lashley. And if you had watched my WrestleMania 36 prediction show, you would have known that I'd thrown the idea out there that maybe Aleister could just saunter down to the ring, Bobby could guard it in the ring,
and thrown together match.
Just kicked his head off. WWE didn't do that.
That shouldn't have been on the card.
Oddly satisfying, but I don't even know
Super
why.
random.
I felt like I was having a walk on a Sunday and I sat down to have a picnic. It's nice, it's just comfortable. Get it up. And most of this was Bobby using his power, which Aleister Black just couldn't contend with. He didn't look like the terrifying
We're never going to see that
during his
Bobby
entrance,
Lashley Brock
because,
Lesnar
it's
match.
still WrestleMania.
Yeah, we all thought
so
we
now
were
he
going to see
didn't
when he
just
first
have
came back.
like a badass jacket on. He
all
had a
thought was
badass
the reason
jacket,
why he was
but
actually
now
coming back
it had
to begin
horns,
with, because
and
no one was really
Wrestling
clamoring
101, which comes
for
to
Bobby
big
Lashley
shows,
to come back.
put
But
horns
we was
on
like,
your
we still
coach.
get Lesnar
Anyway,
match.
all of this meant that Lashley started to become overconfident. That fool.
No.
So when he went to
We're
give
not getting
Alistair
a Lesnar
Black,
match,
the
I don't think,
Dominator,
no.
Lana, you remember Lana, she was here at ringside, started going, no, give him the spear. And I was like, man, that voice is like nails on a chalkboard. And Bobby, being the moron that he is, listened to her. So he went into the corner and he went to give Alistair Black a spear. And you already know what happened. Alistair smashed him with the Black Mass, and that was it. 1, 2, 3. So do remember this. We're about to break up Bobby Lashley and Lana. I'm really happy we dedicated all that programming to their wedding. And yeah, because of all the circumstances, this didn't feel very much like a WrestleMania angle. And kind of Alistair Black won by fluke here, but I don't care. The right person won. Bobby Lashley is now protected. If you want to do this match again, you can. You can't get upset with some things. We cut to the back where Sasha Banks and Bayley were being interviewed, and Bayley was super confident. And after she had left the room, Sasha Banks started to tease.
I don't know
that
what
maybe
y'all
later
doing.
on in their match, she will do the unthinkable and go after her super friend. We were then talking to Gronk again, or he was doing his little bit of
I don't
hosting.
understand
And I
what they're
swear
doing
somebody had
with
given
the
Gronk
wigger.
a script. You don't script
Oh,
Gronk. Whether you
I
love him
don't
or
get
hate
it.
him, you just have to let him run free like a wild ox. Well, that was really stupid, and of course he told us here he's going to go after the 24/7 championship later. I mean, that was just obvious. Following this was Dolph Ziggler versus Otis, and within 2 days, within 48 hours, both Dolphy Ziggles and Sonya
Because to
Deville,
be
who
honest with
accompanied him here, had just embraced their asshole ways. Like on SmackDown, they're like, oh, I'm so sorry, Mandy Rose, I didn't mean it. I was just trying to protect you.
This is
and
the
here,
best
they're just
storyline
walking
they had
out with all the
going.
confidence like, ha ha ha, we're a couple of assholes and we don't care. He even posed for the empty arena, and we all have to stop doing that. It's really weird. It doesn't make any sense. And very interestingly enough, Tucker wasn't at ringside because he had been injured on Friday, but neither was Mandy Rose. Me looking for her. Outside of that, though, I just want to say thank you, WWE. Thank you so much for just sticking to the original plan, because I needed this in my life during troubled times. I ain't even going to talk about the match. I'm just going to talk about what happened at the end. Because Sonya Deville was being a massive dick, and she was getting on the ring apron and trying to distract the referee.
For once, they actually got
Finally,
payoff
out
that we
came
wanted.
Mandy Rose. She slapped Sonya Deville right in the face. That really hurt my hand.
Somebody needs
She
to
then
check
punched
this.
Dolph Ziggler right in the balls. That allowed Otis to hit his caterpillar
'Cause
thing.
I feel like he really just, like,
and pinned
giving the fans
Mr.
they want.
Dolphy Ziggles.
I think he's
Otis
at that
then
stage
grabbed
in his
Mandy
life.
Rose in his arms and they
But he
kissed.
actually
And I was
did
like,
that
this
thing.
is the greatest relationship to ever happen in the entire universe ever since Macho Man Randy Savage and Miss Elizabeth made up. And there was a lot of bizarre stuff here. For example, when Mandy Rose did enter, she did so to her music, and somebody needs to tell WWE, you only need themes to get a pop from the crowd, otherwise you're just walking out to a song for some reason. And my word, the referee must have been so confused. Obviously, he was distracted when Mandy Rose did hit Ziggles in his 2 fruit and veg. And when he turned around, he just sort of going, oh. I mean, what was he meant to think? Oh, I mean, you think he would question something, but again, some things are just heightened when you don't have people in the audience. This was everything that it needed to be. I shouted yes from my sofa I was watching.
I did.
I love Otis.
That's
I love Mandy Rose. I hope they go on to have a wonderful honeymoon and 72
I think I did audible.
Sometimes
Yay,
you
Otis.
just got to keep things obvious, and you've got to keep things expected.
Actually, I did.
And you've got to keep things on the path to Happy Town. And now here we are. What a lovely place to be. Otis then walked out the
I was
arena
a fan of
carrying
Otis
Mandy
ever
Rose.
since
And if you
Royal
weren't a big
Rumble.
wrestling fan,
That
or you
was-
just
that
tuned
was-
in
that was a
and
nice
you didn't
little
know the
spot.
context, you would have gone,
When he saved her
why
from,
is this big
being
oaf
eliminated.
stealing
That was a
little
nice little
woman?
spot.
But that wasn't the case. This was not a kidnap. It was just nice, I tell you. It was just nice. And right now in my life, I will take nice. But also, it doesn't just get it up. It gets an Otisly awesome up. Whatever that thing I made up was. Either way, give it up. Then, dear friends, it was Edge versus Randy Orton in a last man standing match. Now, I did feel very sorry for Edge here. Because can you imagine the pop he would have got if we did have thousands of people sat in those seats? It just kind of feels very, very unfair. And this started pretty good too, because Edge was in the ring and he was waiting for the Viper before Randy Orton appeared from nowhere and gave him an RKO.
Started the match with an RKO.
In a hoodie.
Hiding
First
as
I was
the
like, Randy Orton,
cameraman.
why have you put a disguise on?
That was
There's
the start.
nobody here. You don't have to try and blend in with anyone. But then it turned out actually here dressed as the cameraman. I was like, huh. It's a good way to fire the trigger and start this off. And look, don't get me wrong, there was loads of good stuff here as well, especially because when you now watch Edge matches, he has become Daniel Bryan, or at least I feel like I'm watching a Daniel Bryan match, and I become Edge's dad because I get so worried. Every time he lands on his head, or he lands on his neck, I'm like, oh gosh, is he okay? I'm like watching between my fingers as if I'm checking out a horror movie, and I guess that kind of adds to the emotion but I don't know whether it's emotion I enjoy. And this was really intense as well, as the two just fought around almost the entire Performance Center. Like, if you'd ever wanted a really intense tour of WWE's training facility, you got that, including Randy Orton using a TRX machine to try and hang and therefore kill the rated R superstar. And imagine that advert, like, oh, do you want to get in the best shape of your life? Buy this piece of apparatus, and when you're not using it for the health-related stuff, kill your enemies. And they tried to be super inventive too, and Edge was like swinging off pull-up bars and swinging off pipes and being elbow drops and just splashing into Randy Orton. And look, if you had just wanted to see two men who clearly hated each other try to end each other's life, I really do think that Randy Orton and Edge gave it to you. However, you already know what I'm going to talk about. We do have to mention the length of the damn thing. Officially the second longest match in WrestleMania history. If WWE had just cut this down to 20 or 25 minutes, it would have been a fantastic brawl. But I think we went past 40 here, and there were moments where I was like, I am now just watching two men do this. Oh, yeah, what? Yeah, It was just a lot of grunting. There's a lot of grunting.
Gas,
and then the referee would go, 1, 2, 3. And I was like, it's nothing happened here. And again, I know it's not their fault, it's nobody's fault.
That's crazy.
We're also going to have the crowd
that's crazy condition, too.
It just kind of lost something after a while. And I don't want to take away too much from it because there were awesome elements here. Like, they took out a cameraman at one point, and then it kind of turned into a video game because they switched to another cameraman who was running through the Performance Center, so it was kind of like a first-person shooter. And Edge had this like makeshift platform that was really high on the air, and he dove off it and hit an elbow drop onto Randy Orton, who was on a table.
Nice.
Now, if you had watched that Edge documentary, he had even said during that, I'm not going to be diving off things anymore or going through thumbtacks. Apparently, this was the exception. And we saw a draping DDT off the top of a truck onto like the wagon of the truck, and then the two were fighting on top of a lorry, and we saw a spear, and we saw an RKO, and some of the noises or the impact of these moves made such a horrible noise you did shudder like and it had a fitting ending too, because you had to presume a concerto was gonna come into this, and it was Edge who did that to Randy Orton to officially finish him off and win his comeback match. And look, Adam Copeland even showed his acting chops here. He was crying at one point. It wasn't cheesy, it wasn't stupid. It actually hit you right in the sad gland, like, ha, take that. But again, we do have to underline and we do have to clarify that this went on for around about 32 years, like it did. In fact, it may still be going on, and I just accidentally stopped watching it because my brain showed me what I wanted to see, the finish of Edge hitting the concerto and getting the victory. But actually, when I go back on the network, they'll still be finding other things to hit each other with. Also, talking of the network, he did it to me again. Last night, it randomly switched me to Spanish audio or commentary or whatever, and he did it again here to the point I thought Randy Orton had gone, no, senor, when Edge was coming after him. Somebody fixed that bug. However, the length aside, I did find myself invested in this for most of what I was seeing, and deep down, I kind of assumed this was what we were going to get. It's why nobody else had brought around the Performance Center on either Saturday or Sunday night. So maybe it didn't hit the highs that we were expecting.
It was good. I had fun with it. It was fun. It's long. But I didn't hate it.
Chopping that. Who's going to get an up? It would be unfair to say anything else. Now we need to have a rest. But I think it would be unfair if we didn't address the length with a rating, with a review, with an up or a down. I don't like doing this. I'm doing this for the people that got in touch with me because I can't argue it. I can't debate it. If you said, Simon, did you think it was too long? I'd go yes. And that would be the end of the conversation. And because of that, that bit does get it down. Then it was classic WWE, which is classic. They knew how heavy this was, so someone had gone, well, now we gotta have some fun. We gotta have the goofiness. And all of a sudden, all the geeks were running after Mojo Rawley, but eventually it was Rob Gronkowski that got the pin on his former best friend, and he is now your new 24/7 champion. Down. It was like watching Dead Man Walking, and the very next thing you see is the Emoji Movie. Also, Rob Gronkowski dove off one of those podiums, and I'm so sick of these damn podiums, but it was shot in the way that you only saw his back, so I'm going to presume that somebody else actually took that fall, but that's fine. There's no need to take unnecessary risks. Also, I get why WWE did this. They will now get a bunch of mainstream coverage. It was fine. I just didn't need it. Right after, I'd seen Edge and Randy Orton literally trying to murder one another. The Street Profits then retained their Raw Tag Team titles. That's it. Went around about 5 minutes. We definitely needed something short here, and we got it. Montez Ford hit a big frog splash. That allowed Dawkins to get the pin. That's what I've got. Bad guys beat him up afterwards. Bianca Belair came out to make the save, because she's married to Montez Ford.
That was nice. That was a cute little moment.
You good?
That would got a nice pop.
We also learned that Titus O'Neil had taken over hosting duties
That got a
here.
monster
I
pop.
don't know if we necessarily need that.
Man,
I mean,
so-
what had Gronk done up to this point? Nothing. But I'm here to recap, so I'm recapping. It was the SmackDown Women's 5-Way next, so I thought I'd tell you a tale. Or essentially, I put a little poem together. This is my WrestleMania poem by me, Simon Miller. 5 women went to war at sea. It was Sasha, Bayley, Evans, and Naomi. The 5th was Tamina. She was a threat, so they all attacked her like they had a bet. It worked long before they all hit their moves. Tamina was gone, she was always gonna lose. Naomi was next, tapped out to Banks. Then for some reason, here was Tom Hanks. This is a lie, it's simply not real. But Bayley and Sasha couldn't seal the deal. They had a few problems, saw Banks lose to Lacey, but this was getting interesting, like the movie Dick Tracy. For you see, Banks came back and attacked Evans for her friend, allowed Bells to win, and that was the end. There was tension in the air, that was clear as a pup, but when all said is done, I'm giving it an up. I know people always put that voice on when they read poetry, but they do. I did it without even thinking about it. Even halfway through, I thought, God, you sound like an absolute asshole.
I don't know.
These two are definitely going to feud.
I don't know what they're doing
the constant
with
teasing.
Sasha
And a
Banks,
shout out
man.
to Bayley for constantly yelling at Naomi for her stupid dance moves. But yeah, it was actually alright.
I don't know. They shut it down for a while anyway.
And now I have no idea what to do, because we arrive at the Firefly Funhouse, or I'm going to call the Firefly Funhouse experience, between John Cena and Bray Wyatt. And my big question, or my first question, or a question that I really would like answered, if you are a new wrestling fan, and you're not into insider references or insider baseball, what the hell did you think of this?
Right.
You must have been absolutely confused. And I still can't believe this is real. I still can't believe it's real. Like, it started with John Cena making his normal entrance, but then he was transported to the Firefly Funhouse, and Cena did his whole, oh no, I think I dropped my
Look at
wallet
Vince
earlier,
Puppet.
and now I know where I was.
With
Oh,
the-
I've lost
he
my
got
wallet.
the old
Before
WWE
rambling right
patch on his chest.
to the door. And the door
Oh,
was
man,
what
that's
started-
so loud.
Well, the madness. It all started the madness. Because what essentially happened is that we
Brought
went
out
through
the
John
old- the
Cena's
original
career. So we
outfit.
saw Ruthless Aggression John Cena, we saw Dr. Thugonomics John Cena, we saw every facet of John Cena's personality. And the idea here is that it was John Cena not only facing himself, but he was also facing all of his nightmares. So, for example, at one point he was Hollywood Hogan from the NWO. And why was he Hollywood Hogan from the NWO? Well, it's because we, the fans, have always been like, John Cena should turn heel. Why didn't Hulk Hogan turn heel in 1996 and he changed it? You know how it goes. But that was the whole point here. So it was just making, like I say, all these insider references. So people like you and I were like, oh, I love it so much. I understand. I'm part of a special club. But yeah, if you don't get it, what were you thinking? It was brilliantly narrated by Bray Wyatt too, who just got this entirely, and I thought put in a damn good performance. But unlike the Boneyard match, which of course it is going to compare to, there wasn't really a thread running through it, and really, it wasn't much of a match. It was a series of vignettes telling this kind of fascinating story. And also at one point, John Cena was
I know you're not about to put it
Bray
down
Wyatt
on
on
this.
the floor. But then there was like a
Simon.
weird camera cut, and it turned out he was actually beating up Huskus the pig. John Cena couldn't have looked sadder if he tried. And I actually said out loud, John, you don't need to work. You're beating up a fake pig. He's not alive. And there were so many other cool things that we could talk about. Like we went back to Saturday night's main event, and the Vince McMahon puppet was on commentary, and even at one point said, it's such good shit. But once again, you either get that, or if you don't get it, you have no idea what the hell was going on. This was very much for you and I. It also just ended too, like the
That's what I'm
thing
saying.
popped up from
Yeah.
nowhere, and he mandible clawed John Cena, who then evaporated into dust. And then once more, I think this was meant to be him fearing or him worrying about his own retirement. This is very layered. There is a lot of depth here. I would implore you to go back and watch it multiple times, because you will learn something, well, new each time you do go through it. So I massively appreciated the effort, but I have to tell the truth, when it was done, I didn't think it compared to the Boneyard match. And I want to salute WWE for their creativity.
Tripping.
You have smashed it out of the park
It's two
over
different
these last
things.
48
That's what I'm
hours.
saying.
But yes, I think my expectations were also heightened after what I had seen on Saturday night. Don't worry though, it's still getting an up, it's still getting an up, it was still really good. There's no golden up, there's no diamond up, there's no platinum up, which I wanted to give out today. I was really ready to give it out, but when it was done, like I said, I was like, that was good, that was great, I'm going to watch it again. but it didn't affect me as much as I was hoping.
Me
However, it
watching
does
it.
prove that when WWE has their backs against the wall, they can actually come up with fresh concepts that should be inserted into their regular programming anyway. I also want to shout out Bray Wyatt once more. Bray Wyatt is so good at what he does, it makes me want to run through a field and just throw my clothes off and get naked. I don't know why. That's just the sensation that I have. It did mean as well that our main event was Drew McIntyre versus Brock Lesnar, and I know one person that would have been very happy with this, and it was Big E, because this was just two guys slapping meat. And you know who else was happy with this? This guy, Simon Miller. Giving it up. I mean, with a crowd, this would have been absolutely faboo, and it did kind of echo the other world title match that we'd seen the previous night, where people just store up their finishers and then spam away, hoping to hit the most. But when Brock kicked out of a Claymore early on, Paul Heyman looked like he was actually about to drop down on the floor.
I was gonna say, it's the same match as Goldberg
far more vicious
and Braun Strowman that everybody's
because
complaining
McIntyre,
about.
Smart boy that he is, was trying
Yeah, I
to
just
avoid
like
it. He was
Drew.
trying to hold on the ropes. Brock was like, that ain't happening, and he powered on through. So it was pretty cool, as it was when the
So
Beast
this comes as
hit
a
his
sweet light,
first F5.
because it was
Why?
the exact same match.
The Scottish psychopath kicked out at one. And I had many emotions during this. The first was, that was badass. And the second was, can you imagine if we had done this in front of a crowd, people would have been so happy, and like me, they would have glued their hands to their head, because they wouldn't know what else to have done. And it got even better as well, because then Lesnar hit another F5, but this time, Drew kicked out at two. It's like they were doing a fun maths game. Brock was like, how many times have I hit with the F5? Oh, it was one, Brock, so he kicks out of one. Then it's like, how many times have I hit with the F5? Oh, it's two, Brock, so he kicked out of two. It was kind of obvious what was coming next, but who the hell cares? Sometimes going down the expected path is the right direction to go in, because Brock Lesnar hit Drew McIntyre with a third F5, and we stopped playing the maths game. This time, Drew McIntyre kicked out, he lost his mind, he got really angry, he got really annoyed, and he hit Brock Lesnar with 3 Claymore kicks, hooked the leg, and because it was 3, he got the 3 count, he got the pinfall, and Drew McIntyre is not only your brand new WWE champion, but Drew McIntyre is the first guy from the United Kingdom to hold that title. Drew, you have no idea how happy I am for you. You have no idea how much I think you deserve this. It sucks you didn't have an audience to cheer you on, but know that I was cheering you on so loud, neighbours knocked on my door and went, shut up, and I invited them in. I showed them you winning the title, and we all danced around the living room. Some parts of that story aren't true, but no, I loved it if it would have happened. So I love this, it felt like a true moment, and what a redemption story this was. The guy that was meant to be the chosen one, then he got fired, and now he finally made it all these years later. It was a tremendous way to finish off a 2-night part of WrestleMania 36. If you want my deep down opinions, I actually think night 1 was far better than night 2, but I also think that will be the same for most events, because night 1, excitement is high, and night 2, it will still be high, but it will never be the same as night 1. That's how life works. There's my spinning arrow. It gets an app, and all in all, fair enough, WWE. You were put in a very difficult situation, but I thought you pulled it out the bag. Now, don't forget to leave a comment below and let me know, what did you think of WrestleMania Night 2? What did you think of WrestleMania Night 1? How do you feel on this Monday afternoon? Then head over to whatculture.com. You can read lots of articles, especially a really cool one about the Boneyard match. Follow What Culture on Twitter at WhatCultureWWE, and watch more videos here on What Culture Wrestling, so you can learn every single thing about WrestleMania 36. My name is Simon from What Culture. Thank you very much for watching. I will be back tomorrow to up those downs for Raw. If Raw even goes ahead, who the hell knows? I know they taped it, but maybe they just decided to blow up the tape because we're living in crazy times. But otherwise, thank you for joining me for the weekend. I'll see you soon.
So, yeah, the Firefly Funhouse was definitely like for the hardcore fans who, know all about the backstage politics and, backstage rumors and listen to all the different shoot interviews and podcasts and stuff like that. It was a bunch of references in that skit which they broke the fourth wall in so many ways. It's like, wow, okay, cool. But it just goes to show that when the WWE, when Vince is back against the wall, they tend to do things like this, which is why it's like, do y'all just need competition? Because are y'all just lazy? Because if we had a regular show, we probably wouldn't have gotten the Boneyard match, and we probably wouldn't have got the Firefly Funhouse. I mean, you could put anybody in that. You could put Goldberg in that. It made sense that it was Cena based on the story they told, but you could put Roman in that. Like, I quite frankly, that's almost the only way I want to see Undertaker and Bray Wyatt perform, is in that world, those elements, that universe. Hats off, man. Yeah, I mean, it was a solid 2 nights. They did what they could. I still wish they would have postponed, because again, I hope, and I know it's probably not the case, but I hope Vince McMahon learns. I hope that Vince McMahon learned this weekend. He learned to appreciate how much the fans and how much the crowd atmosphere matters. The crowd, because when you think of the best matches of all time, 9 times out of 10, and really probably 10 times out of 10, those involve a hot crowd, because the crowd makes the matches, So, the fact that you were forced to not have a crowd at all, and it's like, oh wow, like, you understand the importance of that atmosphere. So I hope they just start booking accordingly based on that new information, I guess, that they obtained this weekend, this week, these last couple weeks or whatever. But anyway, I'm rambling a little bit. I had fun. For all the wrestling fans out there, I hope you guys enjoyed the event as well. So let me know in the comments which night you think was the best. Mount Rushmore. Sorry, I want to pick up on that. So, like I was saying earlier, before I got out of here, yeah, John Cena, to me, he replaced somebody on Mount Rushmore based on the way he put Bray Wyatt over. Like, I'm sorry, man. Like, that was something he did not have to do, and at all. Like, he did not have to do that at all, and he did, and yeah, like, you, especially it was clutch too. Like, it's not just that he did it; it's when it happened. Based on all the circumstances. That is an unforgettable performance, and even like the casual fans that probably watched it the first time was like, "What the hell am I looking at?" Like, when you learn about each scene and what it meant, it's like, dude, hats off, man. Like, he's, to me, yeah, he earned it. He's on Mount Rushmore for that. I'm sorry. So that's all I gotta say about that. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a comment down below which evening you thought was the best. What you thought what was your favorite match? For me, it's gonna definitely be the Firefly Funhouse, number 1. Oh, as far as the entire weekend, and then the Boneyard match, number 2. So, it looks like we will have Raw, and after that, I think everything's shutting down. I think AEW shutting down as well until we get this situation, back to normal. So, but hope you guys are hanging in there. Staying, everybody's locked in quarantine. Just find something to keep you entertained. Just hang in there. We all in this together. And I'll try to upload more videos and have some more stuff to review and react to. So I'll try to do my part to help with keeping everybody entertained, including myself. So I'll get at you guys later. Make sure you like, subscribe, and click the notification button for when new videos are uploaded. Share the video. Love you guys. Stay safe. I'll get at you later. Peace.